Now I swear I'm never going to do this. This was going to be a model done, happy, sorted as they want it to be. Should we go for another upgrade? Hi guys, Retro Trek Ralph here. This is an upgrade video. I'm not sure whether or not this is going to be, because I'm expecting the next parts coming this anyway, so I'm tinkering around a little bit. Done the upgrade for the Might Lane mods. At present, this side is completely done. Looks absolutely immense. Immense, looks brilliant. Do recommend Mike Lane mods. Go there. Nothing fits on this anymore, does it? Yes. Yeah, go there and get there. They either do stickers or they do transfers, which I have got, and I've got tons of them to do on the opposite side. And when the underneath the secondary hull comes along, there's a few on there to do as well. So that's fine. My other upgrade that I was really upset with when they did this was behind these two panels. It's the Arboretum. Now, I was speaking to Dan from DMU, and yeah, I've watched his videos, and yes, it looks possible to do, but the plastic blackout windows on here for where the Arboretum is just looks like a piece of black plastic. I was hoping it was something like the navigation lights or the deflector or something like that. Not the deflector, yeah, well, some of the bits that are already plastic where they're painted. These are just like that, the metal, yeah, black plastic anyway. So what I'm going to do, they're all the same screws on here anyway, I think the BM screws, or CM or something like that. These are going to come off, so I'm going to unattach everything. There is lifeboats underneath here as well, which I haven't done, so technically I need to do this. I'll figure out how to do this mod. I just need to basically make it blue. Is this my old screwdriver? I think it is actually. So it's not doing very well. In a magnetizer, there we go. So one of these off. And yeah, it's these panels here I need to do something with. Everything else seems blacked out, which is a bit odd. So I either leave everything in place and become very lucky. See, the thing is, this one's actually got a light on it, the other one hasn't. So hopefully, taking this panel off, he says while looking at the camera, thinking he's not in the centre of screen. Which I am, fine. Done. Right. Just one big piece there. Now, yeah. It's, yeah, you know what? I can do this. And I'm surprised, Dan, this is pointing at you, why you didn't see this, but this is transparent. I thought that this would be a piece of plastic, but it's not, it's clear. It's a clear piece of plastic. Oops, sorry, anybody with photosensitive epilepsy, please look away now. It's clear. So what I'm going to do is follow his instructions, soak this in isopropanol, which I have a bit of, let it stand, and then afterwards I'm going to paint it with clear blue. Very easy mod then. So like I say, Dan, I'm surprised you didn't pick up on that, and I need to work out some LEDs to go on here and rig them to there. I have easily got plenty of LEDs, thanks to Starship Collector sending me his parts that I didn't use. So this will be a lot quicker than I thought. So let me get a pot, let me get this soaked, and then we can carry on with this. So we have some isopropanol in a pot. I use these little pots for mixing resin, which is what I was going to do. So to stop it from evaporating, I'm going to use another pot on top and seal it in. So that's now going to sit for as long as it needs in the isopropanol, just to strip off the paint. Simple as. Da-da, done. Tum-ti-tum. Oh, you want to see it done? One sec. So I've put a spare pair of LEDs in the ship, and I have to drill away bits on here. So, you know, you got kind of these parts on here which hold the LED in, because there's only one on this entire lot anyway. I need to make a couple go down towards where the Arboretum is going to be. So obviously the part there is the Arboretum, which is good, I can see that, but I need to come down to it. There's lifeboats underneath this, so I need to channel down a little bit so I can get through. Doesn't matter so much if I actually cut through this, because I can easily hot glue it or do something with it anyway. Once I get the LED pretty much in here and then pointing downwards to it, and it should distribute round as much as possible. So that way I'm looking at it from this side out, just need to point towards them. So I'm going to chisel away with the Dremel. Hopefully it shouldn't be too bad, but let's say worst case, if it goes straight through the other side, it's not a problem. I can screw these in place and I can hot glue the actual parts in place where I need them anyway. So it's not end of the world, and this will be completely covered up anyway, and I thought this would be really nice and quick, but it's really taking its time. So that's probably going to be overnight, but not to worry, things are fine. Dremeling is now done. I went through on that one, but that's not a problem. Well, it shouldn't be a problem. That one seemed a bit better, but I'm just trying to point it towards maybe the middle. Maybe I could do with pointing it outwards. I'm not quite sure until these are actually tested in, and this is still not doing a thing. So yeah, that's gonna have to be overnight. So what I'm gonna do is get the saucer back, put these in place, and then glue in the LEDs with super glue, because they'll go that way on the panel. And then just see what happens, really, because I need to get the LEDs flat so they'll push against the lifeboats and everything else underneath. If there's light leakage, I can sort that out before these get screwed in place, because that needs to go in beforehand. So let's test fit and see how this goes. Now, I've not actually glued anything in place, they've just perfectly sat there, which is really, really good. So I'll get you closer to where I've actually done. There we go. So the light on the side comes in anyway, so light parts on the side here, and then these two, I just basically sat them there and they've just gone straight in without even trying, and this is perfectly flush. I assume there's no windows in out of place, but I want to put one screw off on each, but I need to test. So I'm turning lights out in here. I've still got the garage door open so you can see a little bit, so hopefully there shouldn't be, ooh, look at that, I've got light leaks from there. But that looks worse. Oh, it is really bad, to be honest. Yeah, so we've got lots of things, like got flashy lights over here, and got things like that. Always, things to make sure you don't lose, those green and red things. Right, so we have a light leak through there. I need to spin this around, and I could have done with it going that way anyway. Does it look... Ooh. Oh, actually, where they are, ain't bad at all. There isn't even a light leak from the lifeboats. So without even trying anything. Granted, the last video was from Mike Lane doing all the mods for the lifeboats. Yeah, there's science to do, but I'm going to do that after this. But that without anything in, that's pretty good. You know what, no, I can't do anything with it anyway, can I? Because I need to do the other part. But while I'm doing that, there's another dressed situation that I want to get out of the way. Is this. I do not like these. And I don't know whether to paint that one black to match that, or rip the LED out of this one, but it's absolutely shocking. I mean, one side's lit up. Why? Why is one side lit up and one isn't? But I'm going to do something with that, because I just don't like it. Cool. So the Arboretum is lit, but the wrong colour. So we'll address that when the part's ready and done. Red lights up here, yes, nicely flashing through. Those parts you will lose eventually, so be careful, or glue them in place. See? Actually still there. Oh yes, you will lose these. There's actually two on the nacelles as well, on the pylons, two little plastic parts on the starboard side which just push fit in, and I lost one of those the other day and nearly cried. So hopefully that will be pushed in eventually. I'm going to glue that in place right now anyway. It says, well, you can't see, so yeah, I'm going to glue the red thing in there while I'm waiting for that to start working. So that's actually not bad, a mod so far. So come back in a moment and I'll get the next part ready. So as we're waiting, I'm doing another mod. This is to the top side of the saucer. There is an LED which lights up, and it's always annoyed everybody. Let's turn that off. It lights this bit up here. Now the problem with it is that's black, that's clear, and I'm looking at the production model in front of me, and I'm not sure if it's black or whether or not it's clear. So what I'm going to decide is I've took the bulb out, everything's on. Actually, Alexa, garage off. Okay. There you go. It's off. I think that's closer to the original, but I can't get to it without dismantling a hell of a lot of stuff. I've also glued these in place as well, the small green and red parts, so I'm not going to lose them. The thing with it is I can cut the LED which goes to this or I can use that LED for somewhere else. Now I don't think I can get up to here, although I probably might be able to just drill a hole through there and do a light for the bridge, but there's more than enough lights around here anyway. So at the minute, I think I'm just going to leave it inside and see what we can do with it. This front panel on the front of here really could do with a bit more, but again, it's trying to get to it is the problem. I mean, I really can't see many. If I can try and put that light to go into there, then fine, but these parts here, these vents, that's too, I don't know, is it the same colour as the bodywork? Is it the same colour? Is it clear? It looks like it's recessed on the actual model, and I've got it on front of me now. There's a lot of pictures from myenterprised.com, and there's stacks and stacks of production, and I just cannot figure out if it is or isn't. So my decision is going to be, I'm going to paint it black. Oh, but I haven't got any black paint, so what I have to do is get a marker pen and try and do that very carefully by just going over it, to try and make it look a little bit like that. And I haven't got a really thin tip, so I think I'll probably hold off on that and not. Actually, that's not bad. Can I get in and actually see this? I don't think. There you go. It's not actually too bad, and I can't see this close. It's just to darken it off, try and make it look similar to the other side, and it's not really going to affect much until I go over, but then I've got isopropanol anyway. Would have been better if I could just paint this. So the bulb was a little bit of a pain to see because there's a circuit board underneath. I need a few more coats than that, but if it looks stupid, I'll do the other one. But I'll show you where it was exactly underneath that now he knows how to edit. Underneath this board here, so I had to pull that up and then try and get the part out, and I took the screw out. The bulb is actually this one here, so there is already a light coming to here anyway to light up something. Perhaps maybe it won't be a bad idea having a spare bulb on there to see what's what. I mean, there's a spare bulb there, and this one's lighting up these, so there's another panel coming there and there and there. Yeah, there's an extra bulb somewhere on here, that one. So it's not too bad, but it's a decision that I make. Do it yourself. Honestly, do it yourself if you want to. If you don't bother. So I need to reattach that part underneath here, reattach the fuse board, and I had problems with the fuse board. That's why I got some masking tape, some insulation tape on there, because it kept shorting out, and I don't know what was touching. So I'm going to be a little cautious and just leave it as is. So I've got two lights on here now. So if it's just running around, there's just an LED doing nothing inside, so be it. So as I'm still waiting for, it's not working at all, this. I've even put the old red and blue navigation lights from the deflector in, and I think my isopropanol must be a little bit weaker, even though it is 99.9. Yeah, or I'm not waiting overnight. So I need to reattach that, or flip this back over, and then see how we're doing with this. So with that done, for me personally now, I need to wait for the isopropanol to get rid of the paint. The worst case on that, I'll probably just scratch the windows off and scratch the back and paint the back, so it will be clear. Because it is I'm completely certain it's a clear piece of plastic, just painted a little bit in black. So while that's doing that, and I've got some paint, so the blue's going to be nice and good, I am going to get on personally with doing the rest of the lifeboat mods, because I have got a lot of work to do. But you don't need to see that. Once we come back to this, that will be done, because all I've got to do is just paint it, and everybody knows how to paint, and fit it inside exactly where it is. It's a little bit down on that one, but I haven't secured those panels anyway, so that will be fine once the screws are in the corner there. I noticed on Dan's video as well, there were a couple that weren't exactly flush, and then once it was in place, they all popped up and they were all fine. So I think using the same as I have, put a screw in, and then it's kind of not pushed all of them in. So let me be careful with those when I'm actually putting the lifeboats on. So for me, I've got a lot of work to do. For you, this is a quick cut to that being done. Okay, maybe not that much of a quick cut. One thing while actually putting these on and looking at all of the stock photos from the Enterprise D model itself is every one of these goes every single one goes, so you've got this red bit here, yeah, on this model it points and faces outwards. On these, the red part which is on there faces the top, because your number always faces out from the bridge outwards. So from you're looking at the ship from this side, you can see the numbers, so you know an external view which pod's coming out, except for these 4 here. On every one of the production model photos I see, those are opposite, and I'm trying to, if I can put the picture on, I will do. The numbers actually face me and as I'm looking now, so they're actually opposite to them. So that's either the oddest things, plus, according to the production model, 1, this shuttle bay is shockingly small, and 2, there's 5 of these. There's a gap, so there's 4 and a 4, yeah, they're right. There's meant to be 5 of these. Maybe I can put 5 in. Maybe I can put a 5th one in the middle there. But also as well, what's weirding me out again is I've got production. I've got to put a production model picture on here. You've got the 1701 in black, 1 yellow line, at probably this thin line distance away from the 171D, and there's no Enterprise. There is literally no Enterprise at all on the production model. And then these are upside down. Yeah. And then your Arboretum, but also your Arboretum is 1, 2, 3. It's the different shapes and stuff. Yes, we know they didn't do it perfectly, but actually, what's put on perfect is these 4 in the middle here don't actually exist. Ooh, okay. Maybe I'll stop looking at this and get on with the model properly. There's also, weirdly enough, is there a vent there? I think there's a vent somewhere. Oh no, this is going insane now, Ralph. It's ridiculous. There's a vent kind of 1, 2 here on one side. Actually, it's up on the opposite side. Yeah, so we're looking too deep into this, and we're trying to get a model that actually works and looks good. But like I say, there are 5 on the back of here. There are 5 lights. There are 5, but this one's going to be pointing the other way. So I'm going to put another one in the middle. So yeah, stuff that. I'm having another one. So just before I start doing the actual Arboretum painting, just going to drum on exactly what I mean about these being upside down. If I didn't put a picture on there, there's 4 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I put one in the middle. It's a little bit off centre. I might redo it so it's not perfect. And then these ones, the numbers are at the bottom. They're all facing outward, but then these 5 are facing the really short. Yeah, that really does need it. There is somebody who's got a mod for this that could go a lot further over, and I will actually look into that. It's a 3D printed part, but the more I look at this, the more there's so many little bits they could have done better with. So that's what I mean about this. You've got parts everywhere around here on the normal way, with the numbers point closer to the edge of the saucer, where you've got these closer to the edge of the shuttle bay, which is weird. So, but this is on a production model, so I am doing it as a production model. The numbers are wrong. That's fine. I think one of them's a 13. I think that one there is exactly the right one it's supposed to be. So, yeah, nice. So let's get on. I'll carry on with these, but let's get on with the Arboretum in this video. Now, I am a very impatient idiot. Here is the piece. Ta-da! It's done. Now, I've cheated. The problem with it is my hands are crap anyway. We all know that, and get over it. So, isopropanol wasn't working as well as I thought, but I do have acetone, and I know somebody's going to scream out going, no, but dip it in acetone, not for long, 30 seconds, get it out, put it in isopropanol to stop it. I did a test piece on one of these, right? So this was in the part with the isopropanol as well. Great, I've already got that one anyway, because that's the port side. This was with the blue one that originally came with it, and it actually has melted. The acetone has melted this more than taking, well, it has taken a lot of the paint off, because if you know the part anyway, then yeah. But steady, it's been in twice for 30 seconds, and to me it looks dirty, and I am terrified to put it in again before it starts melting, because this back part here is already, feels like it's not set properly. I don't know how to set plastic after acetone's been eating it, but it does look it's either dirty, or I think, to be honest, there's a lot of the paint that came off the blue part in the acetone, I mean, at the moment, it's black and blue. So I think some of this paint on here make it look like that, but that'll probably be fine. So I need to fit this now without me being an idiot, but actually first I need to get rid of the acetone and the isopropanol. I've looked on eBay, not eBay, on YouTube. Oh no, not even then either. Google. Hopefully I can cut that out. And mixing acetone and isopropanol has no reaction, thankfully. And putting you can make isopropanol into acetone by doing some special thing. I have no idea, not got a clue, so we're not even going there. So what I need to do is not rub this with that, because that might have acetone on it, is dispose of those, get this flipped over, because no, I haven't finished yet. I've been busy on that, so I'm impatient. So 2 secs, I'll get it painted and we'll get it fitted, and we can get on with this at a later stage. So, jumping forward a tiny bit, I've painted the part. I'm putting these in. The lights are fine where they are. I've got a funny feeling that might... No, that's away from... It should be alright when it comes round to putting the parts on the back of here when we get round to it. I've not even seen this myself. I've basically painted it. It is wet as it's gone in, but it's never ever going to come out anyway. The 2 lights for here and here are fine. They're exactly where they were. The last screw goes in. And that, to me, seems fine. And even looks okay too. Thank you very much for watching. Bye now. Right, okay. Anybody with the Echo device, please mute now. Alexa, garage off. So, we have, those are in. Those are, I might put a bit of hot glue on there, just to hold it in place. Batteries in place there. The lights are on, and yes, it does leak through. I don't care, it's fine. But what we're looking for is turning the main lights off. That's not the lights, that's the lights. And there you go. It's not massively bright, but I think it's exactly what we need. It's a subtle light, but it does give this a bit more dimension. I mean, these flashy lights at the back are just stupid. Yeah, they're not covering over, and there's going to be a lot of light blocking from those anyway when they go in. But yeah, there's 2 green LEDs flashing. No, don't even know why they're there, but that does look pretty good. In. It just gives it a little bit of a depth to it, and it's nice. I mean, if I can find the switch, which I think is the opposite corner. Let's have a look. I mean, it does go off, but everything else goes off. And why is that there? Oh no, that's not gone through good enough. The actual lifeboat. So, lights back on again. Perhaps maybe a little bit of something. And I've got acetone on my hands anyway, so I need to push through on that part better. There you go. I've got acetone on my hands anyway, so I've got little bits of white finger ends, but that will go anyway. Use gloves if you're using acetone, kids, or don't use acetone, and yeah, let somebody else do it. I've called these 2 in now. They're quite fine and okay. Just need a little bit of isopropanol there. I'll just dribble something on. It might just dirt actually. So these 2 are now black as well. So everything is as I want, apart from the lifeboats, and I need to carry on with them. So with that in mind, a few mods. If you want to do these yourself, do them. It's easy enough to do these, but also it's very easy to cock things up. So, that in mind, thank you very much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Follow on social media. If you want the lifeboats, go to MikeLane.com. Absolutely brilliant little mod to do with these that make it look a lot better, and there's a few mods that you can do yourself anyway. So with that in mind, it does glow blue. Cool. I'll see you in another video. If you want to be a patron or want to be a donator or something, give us a shout, and I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.